We have had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Johnny! Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond with the Big Ball Buddies, Jim Jam and Johnny. One of your hosts, Johnny. As always, Jim Jam's here with us.
Jim Jam here. The fuck are you? Oh.
Yes, and if you're watching this on Tingler or YouTube, Spotify, and you see Greggy Death is here in person.
I was too lazy to do a triple threat this week, so I just came to the basement.
Yeah, too lazy, but he drove an hour. Yeah, so, well, not an hour. I don't know where you live.
55-ish minutes.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah,
Did you know that we recorded so early?
No, that was a shocking surprise.
Let me tell you this, Greg. Back in the day, a few years ago, I got criticized for wanting to record early. By this guy over here, Jim Jam. Why would you record so? Why would you want to record so early? And you know what? Jim Jam likes recording early now. You know why that is? Because you got older, Jim Jam. You're growing up, buddy.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid all my life.
So they're like, well, it's just crazy to record that early. But it gives you the whole day. I mean, yeah. For me, personally.
We would have been a little later so we can do the Whopper thing, but Greg has to work today, so.
Time you gotta go to work, Greg?
We'll clock in at noon. Yeah.
Oh, son of a...
I do have a secret life outside of this.
He does wonders for the world.
Wonders.
Maybe, is that worldwide or is it
Nationwide.
nationwide?
But we do get calls from around the world. We've gotten, let's see, I think we had one in Iran, China, Scotland.
Wow.
I can see China.
Sometimes they do get through to us.
China, I can understand why.
Yeah, I almost made a joke. It would have been horrible. Not going to do that.
Editing.
Yeah. So this week, Halloween is here. This is the weekend of Halloween. When you're watching this, listening to this, so be safe. Make sure you're safe. Enjoy some. Well, if you're going to a haunted house this weekend, sucks for you because they're going to be slammed.
I hope Halloween Hollow is slammed.
I hope it is too. I got an idea for Halloween Hollow. What if there was another haunted house around it? So it could be a destination spot, like not there, but like 10 or 15 minutes away, so that when people travel an hour, they have another place to go. Do you think that would bring in more people?
There is an elementary school in Short Mountain that is for sale for $999,000. If anybody wants to donate $1 million to the Horror Basement and Beyond, so we can make our own haunted house out of an old school in the area where Charles Manson come from.
So it may already be haunted, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. I need $999,000 to buy this school.
But do you think that would help? Like, do you think like a haunted house with another haunted house in a near location, even if it's 20 minutes away, helps the business of them two haunted houses?
Yeah.
But just because like you're driving and it's like boom, you go there, you had a lot of fun, and you're like, holy shit, let's go to this one too. Like we can make a night around it. Because usually when we go to haunted houses, if you pass another one on the way back, you're going to try to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're driving a decent distance, which an hour's not that far, really. Yeah. That's an old school haunted. That's old school elementary school with the single pane windows and the.
Yeah, you could do a lot with that.
Got a fucking gymnasium. Look at all that back there. It's got like 5 acres.
Yeah, could you imagine the land taxes?
If you're making money off of it, like, because you haunt, then yeah.
It looks super nice. It'd be a shame to.
You'd have to do it like year round haunt.
Yeah. Well, you can always call it, we're the home of Charles Manson.
What if you do scary skating?
Do that in the gym.
Like, refinish the floor in the gym and do like scary skating?
Or every month you open it up and you have a theme. and that's what the haunt is. For
That
the
would
month.
be like extremely fucking stressful.
So like
can do, like-
February, you have like My Bloody Valentine, and it's like all
They do like a
prom and stuff.
Valentine's spring break or spring break.
We went through a haunt not far from here. I'm not gonna say the name, but for Valentine's Day, what they did was put up like Valentine's heart through the
Well, that's fucking weak.
haunt.
It's weak. We're gonna have a little more creativity involved.
That'd be hard though, because you'd have to have a team
Well,
because
look,
you're
it has-
constantly building.
Well, no, but there's tons of rooms, so
You could
you
change
can
it.
only use certain rooms
Yeah.
for that holiday. But then the next holiday, you already have it set up. So while you're doing that, you can still be building the next holiday.
See that GoFundMe
Wouldn't you have
be
to?
blowing up right now?
Wouldn't you have to knock out walls to that way the room? Well, but you can't just have them go into one little classroom. Classrooms aren't that big.
Maybe we can make the.
You'd have to
doors
connect the
bigger.
classrooms, right?
Yeah, well, this wouldn't be too bad.
Because technically, if you have everyone trying to walk down the hallway into different rooms, that would be kind of chaotic.
Then we can have I see people and let's walk down the hallway.
Don't know.
I volunteer to knock down anything that needs knocked down.
Yeah, well, we can take a lot of aggression there too. We can rent bulldozers and stuff. And
Demo's the fun part.
what, Johnny?
What?
I don't know.
How are you getting? What?
Can we
You're
get-
inside a fucking finished school.
Can we get a bobcat in the school? Maybe.
I mean, maybe, but why?
so we can knock down walls. with
That's not how you. That's not how you do demolition inside.
Now we have to do it just to see if we can get it in. Why
Why don't we just get a fucking wrecking ball, put shit down like the big thing crane,
gonna knock
and
down
bring it
the
in, and then like just let it raise up and knock the ceiling out.
Look, when Johnny's on lunch, we'll try to get the bobcat inside
Yeah, we do.
just to see it.
Now, granted, the back field though, you could make it another like haunted trail. I mean, you know what I'm saying? All that room in the back, you could zombie paintball.
Do you think we could actually do a GoFundMe? My luck, we'd get it almost there and they would sell it.
No, you can't. I don't think you can do a GoFundMe for that. You're going to have to say, like, there's a sick kitten somewhere that needs surgery, and then people will give you, like, $5 million. But to do anything cool, they're not going to fund it.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
That's just how the internet works. You
You're
have
not
to have
gonna
a sick
do it.
kitten.
Yeah, and like
There's a sick kitten that lives here at this place and it can't be moved out of this place. So we have to buy the property so we can get to it.
Yeah, people just throwing money at
Like
you.
I see people like on Kickstarter and stuff try to start a business on there. I need money for this, and I'm just like, it never does well. Like from what I see, and I'm just like, you're expecting other people to give you money that doesn't live in the area. Don't think that's gonna happen.
For a business they don't care about.
Yeah. Now, if you already had a product and you're like, hey, I'm trying to raise some extra funds to get this new product out, and you'll get the product if you donate, then that might work out. But yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
We also have cocaine.
What?
Do you think that'll drag them in?
I don't think cocaine will.
Like a GoFundMe for cocaine?
I would be worried now. I'm not having an experiment with drugs anymore because of fentanyl.
Yeah.
Like kids nowadays have it hard.
Fentanyl or fentanyl?
Whatever.
So I was at a friend's house. I got this blew my mind.
I don't know.
They have test kits you can order now
Yeah.
to give like to your kids. So if they're at a party and get drugs, they can test like the purity of it and like if it has.
Belly free.
I don't know how much they are.
I mean, I wouldn't have the drugs to test on it because I don't want to have anything to do with them.
Can you imagine being a dealer though, and some assholes like, hold on a second, break out their little test kit?
Motherfucker, you trying to kill me?
I mean, in all honesty, though, if I was a dealer and I sold the good stuff, I'd be like,
have
hey,
my own
fucking
test.
check that
Yeah.
shit. I mean,
At
shit,
my own test, look, buddy. Hey,
ain't no fentanyl. This is fentanyl free.
yeah, we ain't trying to kill you. I'm trying to have you coming back. I need repeat customers.
Did you see the
That's
one?
Why don't they think like that? Hey, you want repeat customers
Because
You don't need
they-
to kill you.
it's quantity, right? You kill one person, then everyone wants it because they think it's the good shit.
I don't know. Do they think it's good? I think a lot of people end up not knowing that it's in there. It might just be a way
Why
to
do they
kill
even
people.
put it in there?
What's that?
Why do they even put it in there?
There's a lot of reasons.
I think it's probably just to murder people, and they're trying to get rid of drug addicts. Conspiracy.
So it's
No,
really
it's a conspiracy that people think that they're putting fentanyl in drugs so that people that use drugs will die off, and it'll scare you from using drugs.
Yeah, because that plan didn't work when the CIA dropped a bunch of crack in the.
Yeah, that didn't work at all.
just turned a bunch of
People crack addicts.
And then rich white people became crackheads, and then they realized they really screwed up.
Yeah, same way with like opioids and all that.
Yeah.
You know, that didn't work out well. Just a few conspiracies. But did you see where the one group? I don't know if it's Canada somewhere, but they buy drugs and then they seal them in like small packages, like just small quantities, and hand them out for free. And they test them before, and these people have gone to jail because they're buying drugs and just giving them away so that people don't OD.
That sounds like a very Canadian thing to do.
Yeah, like it just, but they're really trying to be like, hey, we need to be like, addiction is not, what people want to be, don't want to be on drugs. After a certain point, it's just a fucking have to. Like, you feel like you have to.
They're trying to get people to move to Canada. Is what it is. Like we're giving
It's
free
fucking
drugs.
cold, man.
We're giving out free drugs up here. Come on up.
They have a maple syrup mafia.
I
Did you
believe
know
it.
that?
I believe it.
They control the global maple syrup cost
Hey, probably shouldn't talk about them. We might get offed.
by the Canadians.
Yeah,
Nah,
they come rolling down on their horses. Don't they ride on? What are them ones?
moose.
What's the mounted
Mounties?
police?
The Mounties?
I'm afraid of moose though.
When I think
I wouldn't want to fucking see a moose.
mounted, I'm thinking they mounted on the back of a moose, and that's how they patrol the areas. What?
We're sorry, Canada.
I'm sorry, but if I seen a group of people just riding moose, are they mooses?
Meese.
Meese? That's what I'm saying. Is it meese? Like, what's the plural of that?
That would be some Lord of the Rings shit though, right?
much of
The-
Riding up on fucking moose.
I would just be like, well, I give up, man. I'm riding fucking meese.
Well, I think it's the name of the podcast. Meese.
No, they're riding moose, man.
How many
Canadian
moose does
meat
it take to? Hey, this would be the name. How many
Eating
moose does?
poutine and
How many moose does it take to be meese?
Yeah, what's a gaggle of meese?
I mean, it would have to just be two, right? Like,
A murder of moose.
That's pretty good.
oh gosh, dang, what's the now we're gonna have to look this up. But so, what did y'all get into this weekend? Nothing.
Well, I sold some stuff at Halloween Hollow. Not drugs though. I sold happiness. Oh my god, y'all! I had my Friday night. My night was made. This little boy.
Oh, it's just herd. Fucking lame.
Oh, that's
Well, I like the murder of moose. Anyways,
A mob of deer, and it's a
Okay.
gang of elk.
okay, so
those are cool.
in Big Top Meats, it's I tell them if they're scared of clowns, I tell them there's no clowns anymore. It's just a clown hunt. I said it's just Piggly Wiggly. That's what they got a pig painted on the outside of it. But anyways, this little kid was like, he told the person, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And he's crying his eyes out, scared to death. So I'm over there and I'm like, oh man, I gotta try to make this kid's night, make him feel better. So I said, come here, man, I'm gonna show you something. And he's kind of cautious because he thinks there's probably something over there that's gonna scare him. I said, here, we had a basket of little stickers. I said, here, get you a little sticker, calm down, it's gonna be all right. And he went back over to his parents and stuff. I calmed him down, and they come out right as he was getting the sticker. And I said, how about this? I said, we'll get you they got the necklaces. They call them the scare flag. I said, we'll put you a necklace on, and we'll tell the actors not to scare you, and you can just walk through and see it, so you're not missing out. He goes through, comes back out, and he's still, thank you, and give me a hug.
Sweet.
Nice.
Made that little kid's night. And he's gonna be a haunt enthusiast from now on, or he's gonna turn into a serial killer. One or
You're
the
a
other.
good dude.
One or the other. I'm
Fucking
hoping
lame, but good dude.
Johnny would probably like the kid would go to hug him. It's like fuck off me now.
Well, that is a sweet moment. I'm just kidding. I had to try to lighten the mood. I mean, it's sad. Good God.
No, but
Emotions. Who wants to have fucking emotions like that?
Yeah, it's like 9 in the morning.
oh, you got to see Johnny at like 4 in the morning when a woman tries to poke his belly.
Dude, that was like fucking 6 years ago.
Tell me you wouldn't get mad again.
Probably would.
So
Well, just because I didn't like that woman.
he just,
When you ask someone not to touch you, like, don't touch me,
Mhm.
and they keep touching you
That's a problem.
at work, 4 o'clock in the morning,
he said, "I'm not your friend."
I said, I'm not your fucking friend. Don't touch me. God damn. Yeah, I just,
She walked up to me and she's like, "God, Johnny's moody." I was like, "That's
Well.
early."
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
yeah. And I asked you not to touch me.
I think it's justified.
Yeah, at 100%. Plus, like I say, I didn't much care for her. She was one of them that flirted with everyone,
Oh, she would kiss like
And-
multiple different dudes on the mouth.
like
and the-
tease. She's like tease and flirt, but like never like tell people stuff. Like, I'm gonna do this to you, but like, and I don't care for that shit because I just don't care. Like, I'm not there for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fall for your bullshit just because you flirt with people. Don't mean I'm gonna like you. I'm not your fucking friend, and it's the majority of people at work. I've told people something about they'd be like, "Oh, we're friends." No, we're not friends. We work together. That's just how it goes for me.
I latched onto him like a leech, so he couldn't get away.
Well, technically, I invaded this.
He's the mastermind behind the horror basement podcast.
Well, I said you should do a podcast. I'll do it with you.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Look,
But I'm not gonna,
Oh,
and I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just go on and talk. You can do everything.
Yeah, that's how it's always been.
I can relate. I was like, I'm gonna be friends with those guys. I'm gonna sneak my way in. And then never leave.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
So,
But yeah, that's what I did this week. I made kids. I helped kids smile after the other people made them cry.
that's always good.
And then had college girls laughing at me because I just did goofy shit and said goofy shit to them. Then Dingleberry come up and made them laugh even more. He look at me like, "What's
What the
Dingleberry?"
fuck is Dingleberry?
It's an actor. At the
It's a
home.
clown thing.
No, he's not a clown. He's just like he wears like a mechanic's like onesie, what they call jumpsuit thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
coveralls or whatever. And he got his face painted white and green, and he's got moss glued to his head. But his name is Dingleberry.
I'm announcing here right now that I am officially anti scary clowns and vampires.
Why?
Because I think it's just overplayed and it's boring and I'm over it.
People love clowns for some reason though.
And the most unpopular opinion you will hear this Halloween season,
Your favorite clown is Art.
Art the Clown is a mime.
He is a mom.
He is not a clown. He
I
is
mean,
a mime.
technically, he is a mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he don't speak.
So you want to
And
do
it's the black and white.
let's do a change.org to change it to Art the Mom.
I mean, technically, yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Pre-order the Steelbook of Terrifier 2. And it won't be here till 2049.
That's what Walmart says. His credit card will probably be declined by then.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, because it'll be expired. But
So, do you not like Terrifier?
The
The first one?
boy.
okay,
I didn't really
when I
want
get
to
the-
go on
when I get the
saying
Steelbook,
this.
we're gonna have you over and we're gonna watch this together.
I thought it was very try hard. I thought it was just this gratuitous gore, like, oh look, we can make this gory movie and we got a scary clown because that's what people like, and I just found the whole thing really boring.
I mean, that's your
So
opinion.
what do you think about the people saying that it's making them vomit and pass
I think that's people that don't go watch horror movies.
Yeah, I mean, E.T. the Killer did it first, right? They handed out barf bags at the premiere because everyone.
But it makes
stand
good
it.
publicity though.
Yeah,
So
of course it does.
and you got Stephen King tweeting about it and saying he loved it.
Well, I'll say this: Art the Clown is becoming more
No.
known because I have regular people just ask me, what's this Terrifier?
Finger crossed.
What's this
Late
Terrifier?
November, David Howard Thornton's going to be on the podcast again, and we're going to talk to him about.
I mean,
the
he's a
mean
nice guy.
He's playing the Grinch,
The mean one.
Oh yeah.
so we're gonna hopefully if he ain't too busy, which this man's fucking probably busy as shit, but he's gonna come on the podcast. Well,
See, I am into this like whole taking all of our childhood stuff and turning it evil, like the Winnie the Pooh and the
Yeah.
Grinch. Like,
Yes.
I think that's pretty fun.
I'm looking forward to the Grinch because the makeup, if that's the actual makeup from it, it looks phenomenal.
Look good.
But
I mean-
speaking of something, go ahead.
Oh no!
Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, but it's still like a direct to DVD movie, so or streaming. You know what I mean?
It's not direct. It's in theaters. Just
The main one.
Oh yeah.
How about the main one? So I mean, I'm not expecting it to be Hollywood blockbuster.
Oh, it's probably not.
You know what I mean? Like
I feel like Netflix and Hulu has kind of just gotten rid of that though, because they you can put stuff straight to streaming that's like really good now.
but what about their special effects?
Yeah, usually pretty garbage.
You know they would be.
That's where like the lack. But because if you went practical on most of it, good. You know what I'm saying? Be okay. But the fake fire and the fake blood, some of it's just kind of cheesy.
It's probably like all the effects artists in Hollywood are just working 24 hours a day on Marvel movies. So,
I mean, that probably is true.
if you watch the credits, like
Yes,
the visual effects artist is just the longest list ever.
yeah, because we like just watching one of the shows on Disney Plus, and it's 5 to 6 minutes of credits, and that's not with the bonus credit. That's just like a bonus scene. It's just fucking credit, and it's like this is 35 minutes. It's 27.
Yeah, we got to take 4 minutes at least to show the visual.
And I think a lot of it though is it's done in so many different languages.
Yeah,
that they have to credit all the people that do the voices, and it's just a lot of people.
and in my opinion, they're nailing it. So let them
What do you
keep
think
doing
of She-Hulk?
I liked it.
I was
really
meh.
liked it.
I don't know.
I was meh up until Daredevil.
Yeah, that's why they put Daredevil.
I
in.
love Daredevil, and I love the fourth wall break at the end with Kevin Feige.
I thought the Kevin thing was funny.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good.
Fuck is Kevin?
He is the brains behind all.
The reason why Marvel is so has the continuity is because Kevin Feige has shaped it from the background, just like
Is he a producer?
yes.
Mhm.
Oh well.
Yeah, he has shaped it.
There's so many of those shows now. I'm too far behind. I will never make it up. So I'm not even going to attempt to watch it.
You should though.
I will.
I mean, they are
when
good.
Daredevil comes back. I will watch that.
Yeah, that's
Because I really enjoyed that
And
show.
the sad thing, like Moon Knight's never probably going to get a movie. You know, and
But I love that show.
Moon Knight was fantastic.
Well, they have him in a movie, like not in his own movie, but
It don't seem like anything soon from what because they said a season 2 is going to be coming out. Like they got it greenlit, so therefore it don't. Like I even like the Hawkeye, like the new,
Yeah, I did too.
like moving it to a younger crowd, a slow way where it's not just like, here's a movie, like they're But that's just I don't know.
And they're getting brave by doing the Marvel zombies will be R-rated, so that'd be
great.
Marvel Zombie.
Is that going to be animated though?
It is going to be animated.
I'm fine with that. Like
I'm good with
the
it
one.
too.
What If was fantastic.
Yep.
That was really good.
No,
I still want to get the Watcher ghosted in right there.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
I like the Watcher.
The guy moved, so I was going to do
you
this.
see his leg.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, but yeah, the guy that did my tattoos on my arm moved. So
Well, you can just go up to Michigan and get him to do it.
I could. He said that he takes off the ticket price.
If you,
Like fly up there, he'll take off the ticket price, but the Watcher would be like an hour tattoo.
We could stop in Indiana for a food journey.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about flying. I don't know.
We could jump out over Indiana.
What is a bake?
Bake. So bake.
What the fuck is
you
a
can only get a bake in Kokomo, Indiana, at a place called Louie's. It's been there for as long as I can remember, but it's a baked hamburger on a hot dog bun, but it's Greek. So it's like this secret family recipe. No one's been able to mimic it well, and it's amazing. It's the only place you can get them.
Is it a hamburger tube?
It is like a hamburger rolled up in. It looks like a turd. covered in chili, pretty much. Look, they're not
And
this
cheese?
visually appetizing, okay?
Well,
But they're amazing.
Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I would eat. Like, it looked fantastic.
You can get it with cheese. I don't do cheese. I just do.
Did your son have it with cheese?
No,
That wasn't cheese on it?
no.
So it's just chili, like a meat chili.
Yeah, but even their
Like
chili,
no beans?
no beans, and it's a special kind of chili. You've never had anything like
They
that.
don't put cinnamon.
Yeah,
So it's an Ohio chili.
there's
They still
definitely
are chili.
there's definitely a cinnamon or a nutmeg kind of
Is
vibe.
is that a northern thing? The cinnamon and chili? Because Ohio does it. The only reason why I know is because I watched somebody from Ohio make chili. And I was just like, that Skyline, you know?
Yeah, I
I've
don't.
never had Skyline, so it's
I mean-
$5 a freaking can in the Walmart.
I know in Indiana where
Skyline chili.
they do the noodles a lot. The noodles in there.
Is that a chili like noodles, chili spaghetti?
I'm not a noodle guy in my chili.
Oh, you talking about macaroni noodles?
Mm.
I was thinking of like I seen on that Skyline. That's the only thing I know. They do like a big plate of spaghetti and then
Yeah.
pour chili and just like and have a top of cheese like this, but you can't mix it. You gotta like cut because it's not tradition to mix. Like you're not a local.
I don't want to be a local, so I eat it
Shit's
however
good,
the fuck
though.
I want to eat it.
And you speak of noodles, and I know that's a northern thing because my father, from up north in Milwaukee, they would put noodles because of the Great Depression. Like it was a way to extend your chili. And my dad ate elbow. Like my grandmother would make chili and then make a side of elbow macaroni to put in it, and I love it. Like to me, but I grew up with it. So, but I'm not. I'm kind of like you. Like I'm not the biggest noodles in my chili fan, or like but it is good.
That sounds like a band.
Noodles
I'm
in my
not a-
chili fan.
Really? No, noodles in my chili.
One thing,
Fan of noodles
What
in
do
my
they
chili.
say?
one thing that you'll probably be against though is, and I thought about while I was up there, I had chicken and noodles, and you have to pour it on top of mashed potatoes.
Wait, what's chicken and noodles? Like chicken noodle soup?
No, well, it's chicken and noodles. But it's thicker than a soup.
So it is chicken noodle, but like dumpling, like what chicken and dumplings? would be?
Sounds so weird. I can't believe you guys don't have chicken noodles. Yeah, kind of like
Dumpling lived here.
I've lived here, and most people they know what chicken noodles are, but they tell me you can't put it on mashed potatoes, and I'm like, well, that's fine.
Are you talking about egg noodles?
Well, you can use egg noodles.
No.
Not like spaghetti noodles, like a thick noodle, right? This is some Amish shit.
Like flat noodles?
You can use flat noodles.
What noodles do you use? I'm asking you when you make it.
Roll them bitches, right? This is Amish noodles.
So it's like little dumplings?
Well, if you do a dumpling, then it's
No, I mean like
chicken
round,
and dumplings.
but it's like round.
No,
Yeah,
these
sure.
are noodles, man.
Okay.
They're a thick noodle, right? And chicken, and you pour that shit on top of mashed potatoes.
Is there some kind of juice though, like
It's
cream of
thick.
chicken or something?
But it's like
That
thick
sounds
like
fucking
dumplings.
It's like what?
Is it thick like chicken and dumplings?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking on mashed potatoes would be great.
That
What's
sounds-
putting it?
Everyone tells me down here they said you can't put a starch on a starch, and I'm like, who the fuck calls it a starch?
Are you have gravy and biscuits?
Right, that makes sense.
Fucking gravy, flour with milk on a biscuit.
That makes sense to me.
Man,
Perfect sense. Obviously, I put starch on starch, right? That's how I got this stunning physique. Is all that
Right.
good Amish Indiana cooking. Lots of corn.
I would try that. Like I don't know about I'm still the noodle thing. I'm trying to figure that
I'll
out.
make you some.
That'd be great.
I'll make you some chicken noodles.
Oh,
We'll
that-
eat them at 9:00 in the morning.
That's fine with me.
well, my weekends are freed up now because I'm done with the hunt right now, so we can do it on Saturdays now,
Okay, all right, all right.
and we can do it at like noon.
Saturday chicken noodles.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I guess we're gonna move forward.
30 minutes in,
Yeah.
we're gonna fly through these now.
Let's just get a Greggy death halfway through.
Yeah, there you go. Great.
All right.
What you got?
Is it triple threat time?
It's triple threat.
Okay, well, triple threat time. So, course, we're going to start off with a record this week. October 22nd saw the 30th anniversary of this complete death metal masterpiece, Human by the band Death. I was thinking, when I was thinking about what to talk about with this album, because it's a great turning point for Death when they started getting really technical and really elaborate. There's a lot of new metal fans coming out because of Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
All these kids, they run out, they get Master of Puppets, and they think this is the greatest shit on earth. This is the perfect follow-up album, right? Once you get tired of Master of Puppets, buy this album, and it will just blow you away. How amazing the guitar work is, the songwriting, everything on that album is perfect. Next, the book for this week is a very special book, right? Check that out. So this is the Tennessee Horror Basement presents Whispers in the Walls 2, Cryptids. So a collection of short stories about cryptids featuring some pretty cool authors, one of them being moi.
Tyler Dean, Dano, and Esco Allen. I don't know if he wants me to say his real name, but that's his publishing name.
Yeah, so this is super cool. This is maybe like the first one in existence, but you can go on Amazon right now and order it for $14.99. You can also, where else can we get them?
Lulu and Barnes & Noble, but I got to get those links when I can find them. But also got to shout out Isaac Thorne for putting the book together, making the cover. So big shout out to Isaac.
Color. Yeah, so read it and tell me if I should give up my dreams of being an author or not. But I won't listen to you anyway because I think I'm great. Finally, before we get to that, a couple things I want to mention on the video game thing. The first thing, I know people hate Fortnite, but Ash Williams came out yesterday as a skin. So I totally stayed up all night grinding to get 100 damn V-Bucks because that's all I needed to get Ash Williams. Fortnite is really good with their properties, though. They do a lot of cool stuff. So, of course, you get the chainsaw hand as the harvesting tool, but the Nobi cabin is also on the map now. Complete with the tool shed in the back, lots of Easter egg stuff. It's really cool, really fun to go check it out. There is a version of Ash in the cabin that will sell you a legendary shotgun, of course. So that's cool. But the game this week that I've kind of mentioned in the past is Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It is finally out. I've been playing it all week, so all I can say is that it is just a blast. It is so much fun. I am level 50 right now, not at all losing interest. It's just a lot of fun to jump in as a Ghostbuster. You go around with your PKE meter, you try to find the ghost. The busting side of it's fun. It's also a lot of fun to play as the ghost. You can play as the ghost, and you get several different ghosts with different abilities that you can pick. And it's really just this super fun game of hide and seek. But yeah, it's everything I kind of hoped it would be. Not disappointed at all. Just having a blast with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think my son wants to get it, so I'm going to have to get it for him.
Question about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Is there a single player campaign?
So you can do single player, and it will put you with bots.
Oh, so there's no story.
There is a story. So this is kind of weird. There is a story that goes along kind of as you progress. A story involving Winston and a couple new characters that they've introduced. There's lots of different upgrades and stuff you unlock for your Proton Pack.
So is it like Friday the 13th game ish?
Yep, same company made it. Yep, they made Friday the 13th and they made Predator Hunting Grounds.
Friday the 13th was made by different.
Nope, they had their hands in it. I know. Friday the 13th was great, but due to
licensing,
they didn't get to do it.
And host migration, ruined that game for me.
Yeah,
because the host would just get mad, quit, and then everybody would lose their progress on there. So with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's coming out.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a similar fashion?
It's going. Yeah. This is where the games are going. Single player's going out the window. It's multiplayer platforms, and all of them are coming out like this. And I think it's an issue.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because not all of, I should say all of them, but a lot of games are coming out with no, like even when like Call of Duty, some people hate Call of Duty, but I love the single player campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should have got something for completing it to be in multiplayer to show, hey, I spent the time doing this shit, but they didn't. But, so I don't know. I bought Evil Dead game, hated it.
I loved it for about a week or two, and then I got kind of bored with it.
Well, my thing was like you get in it, and you don't know how to play, but everything's so OP. Like the bad guy is so just overpowered. We never won a match because you get in, and as time progresses, the one that controls the whatever gets more powerful and more powerful. And you trying to collect all this shit, but you're limited on ammo. You're limited on all this stuff. And it's just kind of like, how do you win?
Well, in Evil Dead, it was vital that you stick with the team.
Yeah, no one sticks together.
Yeah, they just run, they go look for the map pieces, and if you do that, you're just screwed.
Yeah, like, I could see it would be fun with a group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you had a clan, that's from Destiny.
Yeah.
You had clans, you had the Destiny. I used to love Destiny. They ruined that game. When they made me restart them, Destiny 2. Wipe that away. I was like, well.
And now it's free.
Yeah. Unless you want to buy the Mac packs, they put out a partial game and just nickel and dime you to death.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of sucked. Yeah. Jim Jam's like, I don't play video games.
ADHD.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I tried to become a gamer, a Twitcher, and it's not me. My attention span's terrible.
Why isn't that even better? Because then you go off topic while you're like running around and
yeah, they'll say dumb shit like killing women and stuff on there, and like, oh, take that bitch, shit like that. So yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, it's in the game. You're killing.
But I didn't have no one really watching. I didn't really push it that much, so.
Oh yeah, you got to dedicate hours.
There's a ton of people on Twitch doing that shit too. Yeah.
Well, it's like on TikTok. The big thing is like I'll scroll through and like I'm trying to hit this gap on Tony Hawk's Skate. Been working at this for 44 hours, and I'm just like, have you? Like, and it's constantly. I'm like, oh, I just finished this, and then I go to live, and he's still fucking doing it. I'm like, is this real? Like, is this a loop? Like, did you record this shit, and like you're just replaying it? Like, what's going on?
And probably has tons of people watching.
Oh, then he does.
How do you do that? Like, loop
because he's on Twitch, and then he's on, you know what I'm saying, and on TikTok.
But how do you get I wonder how you get the stream key from TikTok? Like, you gotta have a certain amount of followers. I wonder.
I don't know. You probably just Google it. I don't know. But that's what I love is the people that loop videos, and it's obviously that they're looping, but people go in like talking to them. Like there's one guy that wears a goat head, and he's like, Satan, you've been controlled. This is what's popping up on mine. I don't know why. You've been chosen. Blah blah blah. And then he just sits there, and you hear him go, yes, and every once in a while he'll talk, but he's sitting in front of a table, and it's a good show. Because you put in the effort to create the environment, whatever behind you and all that. But it's like, you're not moving. You're not doing anything. But you sit there for hours.
Well, for 30
create
minutes.
This loop.
For 30 minutes, I set my phone on top of my washing machine while my shoes wash. Put a light in there. 300 people.
I don't know if you think about it, but, every week I set up a camera and put on makeup and act real dumb by myself to talk about records and books and games, so I kind of get it.
Yeah,
it's amazing what the people that scoop crystals.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I sit there and watch that for hours, and I'm like, why is it so comforting to watch this, and then want to pay them $30
to see them scoop crystal?
Yeah, they're not.
They're not real. Them crystals are not real. I do not believe them crystals are real.
It's not they're not quality. They're not going to align your chakra.
Yeah, because them cannot be real.
Why not? Well,
Because they're carving them into fucking skulls and pumpkins.
you can do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you can.
I think they're real. I mean,
They're
I
real
think they're
stone.
like man-made.
Yes.
You know, in a lab, they're lab created it or something. They're,
That's what I mean. Like they're not off like gemstone
yeah,
crystals.
they're not putting off the good juju that you need.
But you think they're putting half off of?
No, I don't think
Like
they're
a fourth, maybe.
They're watered down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the people that do pearls.
Oh yeah, the pearls. And
Me, all three of us can do pearls too. Pearl necklace.
Knew that's where this was going. That's why I was not going to say anything.
Hey, y'all want to see what an ant looks like close up?
I mean, I guess we're going to get into the podcast now. We're already.
that was not the segue I was expecting into the ant face.
Did you have another
Ant
segue?
facial.
Oh, God, we just went to a facial. I understand.
So just in time for
Sorry.
Halloween, photographer snaps an incredible close-up of an ant's face, and it gives you nightmares, y'all. Will that get that?
Put that on full screen.
You won't be able to hear us. For a
Yeah.
second, but-
So, do you think it's real?
Does that kind of remind you of the Freddy Krueger?
It kind of reminds me of Megatron.
The-
Yes. Yes. Fucking zoomed in on an ant back in the day.
This is Megatron.
I don't think Michael Bay has that much patience.
No, I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it was Michael Bay's Megatron that looks like that more than the cartoon.
I think it looks cool. I mean,
You thought it might be a dragon at first. Like I've been watching House of Dragons, and that's the first. You don't watch that show?
You know, not yet. Not yet. I've been just kind of waiting.
I mean, the
I
last
was
episode.
years behind on Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I binge watched that in 2 months.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind the ending because I didn't put 8 years
Yeah.
into finishing the product.
Yeah, I saw the ending and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad because we didn't invest 8 years.
No, I learned my lesson on Lost about investing my time into TV shows.
I lost interest on that show after 2 years or 3. You know, I was just like,
We're not talking about the ant no more.
but that ant is cool. What if you had like made that into a mask?
I am sure somewhere someone is doing that as we speak.
Wasn't there an ant movie that was like were there large ants? Was there a large ant
Oh
movie?
yeah, I think there's been a couple.
So now with the close up, you'd know what the ant face would look like, and then you'd have wiry.
You know, why didn't Honey I Shrunk the Kids put an ant face on the ant? Because it looked just like a small ant. And
Well, they had to make them kind of be nice looking because the ant was helping them.
Yeah,
That's probably all they could see.
We've seen ant faces before, so I'm kind of confused about this picture. Like, where's its little mandibles and, you know, why does it look so horrific? Why did they
what's
blur
this?
so much of an?
why does it look like its mouth is sewn shut?
It's got a little goatee.
Yeah, that is true. Where's the side? Why did they? But maybe that's because it went macro.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just couldn't capture because he's so.
maybe that is the mandibles there. That kind of looks like the.
It's wild looking.
Yeah, I think you can zoom in on anything without context though, and it's going to look terrifying.
That is true. That is true. But also something that's terrifying for people.
Oh, so that's
That's it.
there's the mandibles right there.
We already got it. We already got a picture, and you're not showing.
And when you see the eyes, it makes it less scary.
But why the antenna?
That's not even the eyes. That's the antennas. The eyes are
That's what I'm saying.
the
Like,
sides.
Oh,
So they made it look worse.
yeah,
Hold on, let me pull it up here for y'all to see this shit. These motherfuckers
we've
are
investigated this, and you've all been lied to.
yes. This is just the campaign for this photographer to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
See, real ant faces are cute. Kind of not.
So they zoomed in only right here. in this.
Yes.
So
They only got the bottom and the antennas.
Yeah, so all you're seeing in this picture that
No,
he cropped out is
the
from
eyeballs.
the eyeballs are right up here.
But look how the antennas move, though. Look at the balls in there. That's
Mhm.
wild.
So that makes it look like there's eyes, and this is like a nose right here. But really,
Yeah. Like, I'd party with that.
here's the eyes right here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'd hang out with that ant.
yeah, this one is just
That was all the mandibles because it's just so zoomed in, it would just be like this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, this right here is just editing. So fuck you in the face, bud.
Yeah, so you know what else sucks? I guess people that I'm trying to do this segue. The bottles, people are getting new bottles for Coca-Cola, and the cap's not going to come off anymore. That would suck to drink a Coke. That would suck to drink a bottled beverage, and it's for the fact of recycling. But I was always told that the cap couldn't be recycled with the bottle because it's a different plastic.
Right.
Because, when they take them bottles and stuff, they grind them up. And stuff melts at a different point. Stuff burns at a different point. But I guess that's not the case anymore. Because Coca-Cola has become the company to claim that they're trying to save the environment, but they're putting it all on you.
Enough little kids are going to cut their faces up that this won't be around long, I think.
That just... Okay, so I'm drinking do you put it to the side and just have it just like let the Coke get on the side of your face after the bottle lids? Or do you put it up and let it hit you in the top of the lip or the nose?
Very dumb decision.
Do you just put the whole thing in your mouth?
The whole thing.
And just have the cap just like in your mouth with it? Yeah.
Luckily, we have an ambassador for Coca-Cola here
No.
with us. Can you explain this to us?
I haven't heard nothing about it. I have not even said nothing about it.
We do 2 liters.
Yeah, is that going to be on the 2 liter too?
See that on a 2 liter.
That almost makes more sense.
That makes 100% more sense because you just flip it up, pour it, close it.
Then you won't lose the top.
But that's
Exactly.
exactly a 1 liter, right? Or one of the.
It's a 20 ounce.
Yeah.
I bet
It's a 20 ounce. So,
that's not a 20 ounce. I think that's a 16.9.
well, okay.
We work with 20 ounces all day, and that's smaller.
I like the Coca-Cola design on there.
That's Coke Zero, right?
No,
Don't they do the black logo over here?
Coke Zero.
well, I'm just saying I like the on the bottom. I haven't seen, but they got the Coke name on there. Is that what that is? The little.
No,
What the fuck is that then? Oh, that's just a design so
Yeah.
you don't slip out of your
the
hand.
the bottles they use now are called Grip,
Oh, so they're.
but they do have I think it says Coca-Cola on the bottle. So all the Coca-Colas on the 20
There it is.
ounces.
Scroll down.
Yeah, they don't say on here what size this bottle is, but that's a 60.
Okay, the hint goes back further than.
Well, it might not
People
be.
are just going to tear that off.
Oh God, you're gonna tear it off, and then you're gonna spill it.
There's gonna be like this. Once it gives way, it's gonna be like boom, and then you're just gonna have Coke everywhere.
We're fixing problems that don't need fixing. Like, we have bigger issues than.
Well, I told you, like, they've changed the color of their bottles so it's more recycle friendly, but they're putting it off on you. They are companies are the worst consumers of just resources, and they're like, but if our customers recycled the bottles that we make and provide, then it wouldn't be so bad. It's not our fault. Yeah, dude, it is totally your fault. Just go back to glass bottles. They're better. They taste better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't still buy them. They would suck.
And you can use them as weapons in case of emergency.
Yes, and
That's
imagine
very
how many
true.
stores would have broken glass bottles.
You can get the Warriors to come out and play.
The only glass bottles that are in stores now are Sun Drops. Like down here. Like really. You don't see a lot of anything else in a glass bottle, do you? Besides root beer.
Yeah, root beer.
Like the
some
young
root
soda
stuff.
Yeah. Like the premium stuff. Because root beer's a premium drink. I'm just going to say I love root beer.
Oh, yeah.
Like people that don't like root beer, I don't know what's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with these.
Black cats and goblins and nightwalker ghosts. How those spell witches is what we fear most. You may think they scare me. Black cats and goblins on Halloween night. Trick or treat.
Happy Halloween, boils and ghouls. Tonight is the night we find out what Halloween Hollow is all about. Halloween Hollow is Halloween fun for everyone. With 3 scare houses, pumpkin patch, live entertainment, beer garden, corn maze, and much, much more. Halloween Hollow opens October 2022. You scream. We scream. We all scream for Halloween. Visit HalloweenHollowHunt.com for more details.
And we are back.
We're back, and with some paranormal news. 2/3 of Americans say they've had a paranormal encounter. Greg, have you ever had a paranormal encounter?
All the time.
And you haven't called our hotline at 931-325-9755?
I have not.
Fucking lame.
I search out paranormal encounters, so I'm trying to get abducted, haunted, anything. I need more action in my life.
Well, just glad you don't been haunted by the semen demon.
I do try to avoid the semen demon. I've tried to appease the semen demon.
He likes to splooge on people. What?
You swallowed? I'm sorry.
I've tried to
You said peas.
woo
Oh.
semen demon with music and whatever to keep it happy.
Okay, I was
So you
told
sent it my way.
Mhm.
Oh,
I was told that if I want more encounters with stuff, I need to just go outside. But mosquitoes like me, and I don't like being outside.
Because that's a scarier encounter with society, and I want to avoid that.
But all I really want to do is enough money to go out west, go to the desert, like in a glamping situation. Where there's no scorpions, which that would never happen because scorpions probably kill me. But anyways, I've already thought this out. Don't worry. And
yeah, I can tell.
and sky's clear, and just like try to see UFOs. Maybe a UFO would visit me. Maybe if Native Americans would allow me on their land, maybe they would have something that would visit me. Just something, I think that would be cool. I just want a UFO. Say, hey.
I spend a lot of time on a boat out at Percy Priest, late night, and there is all manner of fuckery up in the skies.
Yes.
Like, there is some crazy stuff you will see when you're just out in the open, right? No distraction.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
Probably have a nice little lift out there, couldn't you? Just throw the anchor out, and especially in a lake, not a river, but a lake in the middle of it, just so.
I mean, I'm kind of too paranoid to take a nap on a
I
boat
would
at night.
not take a nap on a boat at night. I'd be worried that a fucking crackhead, meth addict, would fucking come up on another boat, shoot me, steal my boat. First off, we're in Tennessee.
No, this is legit. You see the boats creeping, they don't have any lights on or anything.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I would just.
I
be
forgot any
super-
red with the boats. Never mind.
Yeah, I'd be super worried.
You think they're like the pirates of the lake? Like they'd creep up on a houseboat and jump in there and
I
rob
think
them?
somebody would. I mean, people would do just about anything.
Yeah, I mean, our boat is very heavily armed, so yes, we have a chance.
Instead of Pirates of the Caribbean, it's Pirates of Percy Priest.
Yes.
That might make-
Also, though, I wouldn't
Dude.
sleep on a boat because what if something did reach up out of water?
That would be a great movie. Pirates of Percy Priest Lake.
What if you could do that?
It could be a thriller.
I'm just thinking, what if you could do that where like somebody does reach up out of the boat, like grab someone?
Well, if we did make a
That's
movie
true.
like that, hey, if we did make a movie like that, we know someone that can do the score.
Yeah.
Greg.
You know, I swim out there. I don't want to think about people reaching up and grabbing me.
What do
Especially there was that part that plane crash with the weird cult lady. Was that last year?
The one in Nashville, that way? Yeah.
Some type of weird.
That
Oh.
shit where you had to be thin enough to be in the.
Why would you swim in a lake anyway? That's scary.
Because you can just pee.
Only pee standing on the boat. And
Yeah,
not
but
get
then
into the
people
water.
can see you pee.
Okay.
And all you have to do is like just get waist deep in
Oh.
water. So pee.
Sometimes when it's like 90 degrees and you're on a metal boat, you just say fuck it and you jump in to save your very life.
I never
You
say,
wouldn't be able to get back in the.
and I wouldn't be on a boat in 90 degrees either.
Yeah, I don't look very good trying to get back in the boat. It is not a good sight.
I'm just gonna walk over here to the land and just pull up, and I can climb in easier.
It's very walrus trying to get back on land.
I just, you know how I avoid all that? I just don't do it. If I go on a boat, I'm usually driving the boat, and I just chill in the boat. Everybody else can swim with all them critters. I will take you to get you medical help if your arm get gnawed off by a lake monster or something. So, yeah.
I would let my arm get gnawed off by a lake monster just to be able to prove that there was a lake monster. I think it's worth it.
So,
I would.
you are gonna risk yourself for Nessie.
I would
to
make that
encounter Nessie.
sacrifice.
I think it would get infected. 37% of Americans say that they've felt a presence of unknown energy. 30% of Americans say they've smelled an unexplained odor.
That's someone crop dusting them.
Cigarettes, smell like cigarettes and stuff. 29% say
hey,
heard a voice.
As we get further in life, modern time, you will start smelling fruity smells because they're vaping in the after.
And
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
smell toast, you've had a stroke.
Yes, that too. And now everybody's gonna be like, they're gonna wake up, someone's gonna be in the kitchen cooking. Like, oh God, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I smell toast. What is it if you smell cucumber while in your wild? That's a cottonmouth.
That's what you said. I don't know.
Isn't it?
That's
Cucumber smells a cottonmouth.
I've never heard that.
You're the only one that I've ever
I'm
heard
not.
that say that.
And I like cucumbers, so I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
do
go
like
looking for it.
cucumbers. Cucumber salad would be good.
Be like, where's that cucumber? I'm gonna get bitten and dead.
So, did you know that scientists can predict when you're gonna die by the way that you walk?
I don't know. It says a cottonmouth smells like a fucking skunk. Fuck, where I hear
It's
that
a pretty
shit?
big fucking difference.
When you smell, Google, what if you smell cucumbers out in the woods? What kind of animal is that?
Yeah, we need to know.
Does that mean that a Bigfoot, lady Bigfoot, has a cucumber? And, well, they probably use wood.
Copperheads. Not cottonmouth, it's copperhead.
Oh, okay, so it's still equally bad.
Yeah. Copperheads smell like cucumbers. You may have heard someone say you always know when a copperhead is around because it smells like a cucumber. So I just had the wrong snake. So it's a copperhead.
That's a big difference, though. Yeah,
So,
not really, but
It's
Hey.
still good to know. That's good information to have.
oh yeah, you're like,
I don't spend that much time in the woods, so I guess.
cucumber, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There's a dangerous snake, and a rattlesnake you will hear, obviously, unless the rattle got tore off. And that suck. You encounter a rattlesnake and it's not rattling because its tail's gone. So you just get hit by a snake and not know what it was.
If you're hiking and you break out that shit, if you're like, I smell cucumber, there's a snake nearby. That's some like Bear Grylls shit, right? People are going to be impressed. You're like, damn, wilderness man. Okay,
Yeah,
get out of here.
Greg, I want to come out the woods in just a loincloth and like smell cucumber, y'all. Like in a hike, I would freak the fucking
Yeah,
people
eat
out.
that fucking snake. I don't care.
Put like leaves and sticks in your hair and just like, there's a wild man. Fucking.
Look, I'm just a few life events away from doing that. So a couple things don't go my way, and I'm just running naked in the woods. So
I think it'd be cool, like
Where that school's located? There's actually people that live there that do run around naked all the time in the woods, have sex in the woods and everything. There's a little community of nudists. in short mount.
But how do you know they have sex in the woods?
Because my buddy, he's rode horses through those little mountains and hills, and he's come across it. So yeah.
Okay, well, that's the plot twist I didn't see coming.
Well, Greg, now you know you have a community if you decide to go do that.
You ever notice, like, nudist colonies aren't as glamorous as they are in your head? Like, when I was a body piercer, I had this really, like, beautiful image in my head of how great it was going to be, and it was none of that. It was horrific.
Fat little dick guys running around.
It was just nightmarish.
How many penises did you pierce?
None.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I was like, no, sir. Not going to happen.
Because guys are weird about it. They're weird about it, you know? Like, pierce my dick, and it's like some ego thing. I'm not playing into your ego thing. If you could, you know, calmly say you want your penis pierced, maybe I'd do it.
Because you have to take the penis in your hand and shove a needle through it, I guess. I don't know how
So the real thing, though, there was a shop down the road from us that did it, like, dirt cheap. Right? So when everyone...
God, that'd be horrible.
Everyone would say, oh, you know, they do it for, you know, $50 or whatever. And I'd be like, well, go to those cock hounds. And
they just want to have a cock in their hand.
Yeah.
They're getting paid to play with your dick. They shove a needle through it.
And it's probably infected.
But there was
Or they might have a dick fetish and they just like seeing it.
People wanted things pierced that just really horrific. I pierced some weird things. One woman she had lost a lot of weight through like the gastric sleeve or something. Skin removed, and they had made a navel for her, science navel, science belly button. They created, and she wanted it pierced, and that was like the hardest thing on earth to get through. I mean, those needles are insanely sharp, but I mean, like I was like giving it my all, trying to pierce that. It was weird.
I thought you was going to say, like, she was just big and lost weight and still had the skin, just wanted her fat rolls pierced.
I've had similar things. Lots of weird. I'll tell you guys stories. It was weird. It was a weird job. Really
you ever
weird.
pierced a taint?
No.
I think they do.
If he hasn't pierced the fucking dick, why would he? Yeah, let me get up.
Don't a woman have a taint? Or is that just a man thing?
I mean, maybe, but...
Isn't there in between the buttocks?
Could you imagine trying to sit down? Like, it's right there.
People do pierce their buttholes.
Butt cheeks.
I gotta Google this.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or butthole.
Butthole, right? Butthole. I mean, you know, I don't ask questions. People, they blame them.
How?
They just do whatever they want.
I mean, yeah, they can do whatever they want.
I've never been much for piercings.
Like the ones that have piercings all over their face, like all over. I'm just like, I mean, to each their own, but...
It's the gooch. I had to Google it.
Are you looking at buttholes?
Yeah, I'm looking at butthole piercing.
Oh.
So, oh yeah, I remember that Steve-O
Yeah,
pierced
that was
his
his
butt cheeks together.
Yeah, and that's totally different. That's why I...
But it's not coming up, so I don't think people... So, Greg, why would you think people are doing this?
Yeah, you know, hey, whatever.
Anyways,
Whatever honks your hooter.
We got a lot to go. We're an hour in. You know?
well, we're probably not going to get there. But yeah, so they can, through your walking gait, like your steps and stuff, they can identify how long you'll live within like the next 5 years or something.
Is that because if you're stumbling, they think you're just going to get hit by a car?
Oh, it's like they take and they can add like they put some wrist thing on you and it tracks it, and it goes to the phone 72% of the time after 1 year. Prediction of future death made by the research models were correct 72% of the times after 1 year, 73% after 5 years. So,
if you change the way you walk, can you prolong your life?
I think yes, you can, because it's about how fast you walk and how much you walk. So what they're doing is activity. Like, are you active? Are you moving? It's one of those. I can't believe there's not like a health thing down here at the bottom trying to sell you a pill. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could track how much if you're gonna die. So buy this. But yeah, it's just a way to say you need to be more active. But it's still weird that, they can attach that to you and be like, yeah, you're not moving enough. Which I guess that's what everybody's been saying for a long time. Long time. So we're gonna do go. All right.
And we gonna show you some Southern hospitality.
I'm Craig.
And I'm Adam.
And we're the Holler Kings. Off the charts crazy and
Put some fucking dongs in the movie.
almost like a slasher villain or something.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, playing into those stereotypes. I love it. Thank you for listening.
The Holler Kings. So, Greg, appreciate you coming on, doing the triple threat live in the studio of the basement.
You have to do that more often.
Yeah, it was a good time.
We will be going and trying, how do you pronounce that?
I think it's Gefelt.
Felt. He's had it. Be sure to subscribe to our TikTok. Greg is not happy. I snuck this in on both of these guys. So you'll definitely want to watch the reaction and find out what it is. You've never heard of it. Oh, and quick note, I bought it at a discount store.
So it might be old.
It's not old. It don't go out of date until 2024. It has a long ass shelf life, which is weird. It's in a jar, and technically, well, I'll explain this on the TikTok, but it's never sold hot or eaten hot. It's either room temperature or cold. Cold I would think it would get fatty and gelatinous. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Has been out in my car. But it's not a hot day. I got it covered up. Like the sun's not big.
What's that number again?
You can just call 988 now. We've shortened it.
But yeah, so thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to all of our social media. Visit tnhorror.com and leave us a voicemail at 931-325-9755 and pick up a copy of Whispers in the Walls 2, Cryptids.
So yeah, I guess that's all we got. Johnny and Greg, we out.
Peace.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the basement guys again. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Or that is, spooks and spells. Take your shirt off. Y'all come back now, you hear?